Hi everyone, and welcome to our first coach vlog for 2021. Hopefully you've had a chance to rest and recharge over the summer and you're excited about the new year we've got ahead of us after the challenges of 2020. Because we actually managed to train so many new mentors last year, over 250 across the country, and we've seen a number of new programs start up as well, we thought it'd be a great idea to do a bit of a refresher as we start this year on tips around matching mentors and participants, particularly because we're hoping to see a lot of those 250 new mentors activated to support our communities after the impacts of COVID. So without any further ado, the first and obviously most important tip of all is to make sure you're prayerful and you've got the time to listen and reflect to the promptings of the Spirit as you're considering both the participants that your program's going to support and the great mentors that you've got available. Secondly, and kind of flipping the switch to the most practical side of the spectrum, something that you might not have kind of thought of but is actually really helpful in this space as a starting point is really being up to date with your database of mentors and participants. Having that tool, having that online digital tool to track the times of mobilising, to keep an eye on the numbers of participants you got coming in and which mentors have been waiting longest, is just a really helpful tool when it comes to thinking through matching mentors and participants together. Next, it's really important to focus on ensuring both parties are really empowered through the process. So this starts with you as a coordinator really knowing who each person is and what makes them tick. This ensures that you can maximise the matching process and it's not just whacking people together. Some of the things that we encourage you to consider as much as you can include where people live, their availability throughout the week on a practical level, but then also the strengths and vulnerabilities of who they are as people, common ground and common interests, ethnicity, language, cultural dynamics, and the lived experiences of both the mentor and participant. However, it's important not to kind of over stress if you don't think you're having the perfect match every time, because we know that if you have mentors that are good communicators, that are non-judgmental, that are people of grace, then they'll generally be able to cross all sorts of different barriers given time and be able to build that rapport and trust with the person that they're mentoring. The key one that you always have to navigate is gender differences and making sure you're matching a participant with a mentor of the same gender. Next, just kind of want to encourage you in that space of empowerment to think about the intake conversation with the participant in this space, and to make sure you give them an opportunity to express some of the question and answers to the question around the qualities they might desire in their mentor. It's important to say, there's no promises here and can't guarantee people are going to get their full wish list, but just letting them understand that you really care about what they're looking for and who they might want to have in their life. As you're coming to the point where you think you might have a prospective match, go first to your mentor and outline your thoughts and why you think they might be a good match with the participant. Ask them to think and pray before they give you an answer, just so you keep empowering them to kind of feel like they've got the time to be the one making that final call. And then do the same with the participant and keep kind of making sure that people are comfortable each step along the way. Finally, from here, obviously what you then arrange, if everyone's good to go, is that matching meeting, that first opportunity to come together and meet each other in a comfortable everyday environment. Before this, have a bit of a preparatory conversation with your mentor, explaining that their key role, their objective, their focus in the conversation is to really engage with the person and foster as much trust and rapport with the participant, so that they really set themselves up smoothly for the next meeting where you as a coordinator won't be there. So yeah, let them know it's not about you as a coordinator doing everything and driving the conversation, but that they as the mentor should just look for those natural opportunities to crack a joke, share a bit about their life, and really kind of engage the conversation. It's really important that as a coordinator in that space, that we're not talking about people, but we're talking with and checking and inviting. And finally, with the support agreement, we always encourage people. Obviously, it is a kind of formal document. It's a bit of paper that's capturing the relationship and the goals and that kind of thing. And it's important, a really important part of the meeting. But don't have it sitting there the whole time. Have it off to the side, and then at the end pull that in to kind of, I guess, in a really clear black and white way, close off the kind of conversations you've already had and worked through. So that's it in terms of tips. The final one is just keep a finger on the pulse, especially in the early days of the relationship, and see how that match is coming together. And yeah, it's always exciting times to see that new relationship take off and grow, and all the good things that will happen through that. So thanks everyone. Hope that's been good, and we'll catch you soon.